My dear students and parents, in this video we are going to learn how to find the force in the chapter Force and Law of Motion in the subject Physics in Science to 9th Cbse students. By God's grace, my educational videos are available in YouTube to 9th Cbse, 10th Cbse, plus 1 Cbse, plus 2 Cbse, NEET and IIT students in the subjects Mathematics, Physics, Chemistry, Zoology and Botany in English language. What is the sum? A motor car is moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour. It takes 4 seconds to stop after the brakes are applied. Calculate the force exerted by the brakes on the motor car if the mass of the motor car along with the passengers is 1000 kg. So what are the given data? The initial velocity of the car is provided as 108 km per hour. We know that the unit of the velocity is meter per second. Moreover, here the time is given in seconds. We are well known that the unit of the same data should be the same. Here the unit of the time is second, here the unit of the time is hour, so that we have to convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second. We know that 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, so that we are multiplying 108 with 1000. We also know that 1 hour equal to 60 minutes, 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. Therefore, 1 hour contains 60 into 60 seconds. That is 3600 seconds. So that I am writing in the denominator as 60 into 60. If we simplify 1060 into 60, we will get 5 by 18. So hereafter you can remember this information. What is that? If you want to convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second, you can multiply the given data with 5 by 18. Conversely, if you want to convert the meter per second into kilometer per hour, you can multiply the given data with 18 by 5. That is the reciprocal of this fraction. So, if we multiply 108 into 5 by 18, we will get 30 meter per second as the initial velocity. Then, what is the final velocity of the car? The final velocity of the car is 0. Why? When a vehicle stops, it will not have any velocity. At two circumstances, the initial velocity will be 0. One is when the vehicle starts from rest, the initial velocity is 0. The another instance is when an object falls from a certain height, the initial velocity will be 0. These are the two circumstances at which the initial velocity will be 0. Similarly, there are two circumstances at which the final velocity will be 0. One is when the vehicle or when an object stops, the final velocity will be 0. Why? When it stops, there will not be any velocity. In this case, we are taking the final velocity as 0 because after the brakes are applied, the vehicle comes to rest. So that we are taking the final velocity V as 0. The second circumstance is when an object is thrown with a velocity, it goes upwards and reaches the maximum height. At that time, the final velocity will be 0. So remember this information. Then the third data given is the mass of the car along with the passengers is given as 1000 kg. The mass is given. Then the time taken to stop the motor car is provided as 4 seconds. It is asked to find the force exerted by the brakes on the motor car. We have to find the force. What are the data given? Initial velocity, final velocity, mass and time. We have to find the force. What is the formula we can select relating these 5 data? The formula is force equal to change in momentum by time. That is final momentum minus initial momentum by time. So this equation contains that 5 information. One is force, the another is mass, the third is final velocity, the fourth is initial velocity, and the fifth is time. So this is the suitable formula we can select in this sum to find the force. Sir, can I calculate the acceleration? After that, I can substitute in the formula for force, that is ma. Yes, you can also calculate the acceleration. After that, you can substitute the acceleration calculated by you in the formula F equal to ma, because we know that acceleration equal to change in velocity by time. If I hide this information, we will get v minus u by t. What is v minus u by t? It is nothing but acceleration. You can also find the acceleration from the first equation of motion, that is v equal to u plus at, because this formula v equal to u plus at is derived from the formula a equal to v minus u by t. If we bring this t to the left side, we will get v minus u equal to at. Therefore, v equal to u plus at. You know that this is the first equation of motion. So, if we substitute mass, initial velocity, final velocity and time in this equation, we will get F equal to 1000 into what is the final velocity? The final velocity is 0 minus what is the initial velocity? 30 by what is the time? 4 seconds. 1000 into minus 30, we will get 30,000. That is minus 30,000 by 4. If we simplify, we will get the force as 7,500. What is the unit of force? The unit of force is Newton. There is also one unit for the force. What is that? That is kilogram meter per second square. How this unit kilogram meter per second square arrives? It is from this formula. What is the unit of mass? The unit of mass is kilogram. What is the unit of acceleration? The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So if we substitute both units, we will get the unit of force as kilogram meter per second square. So that unit is also written in the answer. You can notice one point, that is in the force calculated, that is the force exerted by the brakes on the motor car is arrived as minus 7,500. Why the negative sign has come? The negative sign indicates that the force exerted by the brakes is opposite to the direction of the motor car. So that the negative sign has come in the answer. My dear students, if this video is really beneficial to you, you can share this video with your friends, relatives and classmates. You can also subscribe my channel.